guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting a new series on my channel for 2024. I'm going to be doing a series where basically I'm going to read books that are on my physical TBR or on my Kindle that are a part of a series, and we are going to try to finish as many series as we can, or I can, in 2024, and so I thought I would make this a little series. I know a lot of people do this, but I'm doing this because I feel like this will help motivate me to finish more of the series that I am in the middle of currently. So, I have the stack of books of all of the physical copies of the next book in the series that I am currently in. So we are just going to go through all of them. I'm just going to tell you what they are. We have Heartless by Elsie Silver. This is the second book in the Chestnut Springs series. And if you do not know, I am absolutely obsessed with this series, and this series wasn't even on my immediate TBR, but the first book was free on my Kindle. So I read it, I was like, let's just try this out, and now I'm obsessed. So I can't get the second book for free on my Kindle, because I don't have Kindle Unlimited, I just have Prime right now. So yeah, I bought the physical copy because I was like, I really want to get to Theo's book, and I just enjoy this. So far, I'm just really enjoying this as a whole. Also, I'm loving the heart theme that this book has. I'm guessing it's because it's called Heartless, but I mean, that could just be a fluke. It's definitely not. Then we have Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. This is the second book in the Dance of Thieves duology, and I actually really enjoyed it, the first book, even though that book kind of got me into a fantasy slump. I am now out of it. I recently read Everblaze, Keeper of the Lost Cities. That's the third book, and I literally finished it yesterday, but that got me out of my fantasy slump, I think. So we are back and just ready to read all of the fantasy in the world. So that's a second option that I have. Then we have this just monstrosity of a book. A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in the ACOTAR series, which all of you probably already know, and if you don't, the covers kind of match. And I did a reading vlog with ACOTAR, so you know, you've seen the first cover. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy ACOTAR all that much. I was just kind of like, this is interesting, but it's not the amazing fantasy that everybody is always talking about. But everybody told me that I need to give the second book a try, and that this is when things really pick up, and that this is everybody's favorite book in the series. So we are going to try to continue. I have been persuaded. So yeah, there's parts in this book. Just found that out. So that's another option. Then we have The Wicked King by Holly Black. This is the second book in the Cruel Prince trilogy. I think it's still a trilogy, even though there's the little novella thing. I think it's still a trilogy. I really enjoyed The Cruel Prince, even though it felt like nothing was really happening until the last 150 pages or something like that. So I think this is the one that I'm going to read, but I have two more options. We also have The Ranger's Apprentice, The Royal Ranger, The Missing Prince. This is the fourth book in the Royal Ranger series. This is a spin-off series from the Ranger's Apprentice series. I feel like I've talked about The Ranger's Apprentice so much on my channel. But this is a really good series, and the author is Australian, so there you go. Little fun fact for you. And then we have this monster of a book as well, and this would be Crest by Marissa Meyer. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicle series. I have been reading this series for about 8 years, and I thought it was time last year, 2023, to finish it, and I did not. So we're just going to carry that on into 2024, and we're going to try to finish the series. So yeah, these are all of my options. This is also a Rapunzel retelling, just so you know. These are all of my options. But I think I'm going to surprise everybody when I say that I really want to read The Wicked King right now. I'm really in the mood for a cute little YA fantasy, even though it's so not cute. And they really are enemies, Cardan and Jude. Like, they're really truly enemies. Like, it blows my mind. How they're gonna just be lovers somehow. And I think it happens in this book, but I'm not really sure how that even is gonna work. But yeah. I'm gonna start The Wicked King. My goal is to try to read 3 books from this stack, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 books that are the next in the series, and then for Chestnut Springs and the Royal Ranger, I have the books after that. The rest of them I do not have a physical copy of, and Vow of Thieves is the last book in the Dance of Thieves duology. So, we're going to read The Wicked King. We're going to start it, and I will hopefully enjoy this one as much as I enjoyed The Cruel Prince. Because that was a really good book, and I really want to like the rest of this series. I think I will. This cover is really pretty. So, yeah. But I have a feeling the water means something, because I don't know, I just do. Like, it's so random to me that, like, first there was a tree and now there's water. I'm trying to remember if the tree had a significance in the story. I think there was a tree that had significance in the story. But I can't remember. I literally read The Cruel Prince last month. How do I not remember anything that happened in that book? Well, I remember some things, but not the tiny little details. Anyways, I'm gonna read The Wicked King, and yeah, that's all I got right now. I don't know why my arm is doing this, but it is. Alright, it is the next day. I haven't read much, like last night and then this morning, because I wanted to finish rewatching a TV show that I was in the middle of watching. So I just didn't read that much last night. But I'm on page 82. I was like in the middle of the page, and then I had to go run errands, so that's why my bookmark's sticking out like that. But I'm really enjoying this. Like, really enjoying this. And I really love this world and these characters. And the world is it's just such a unique world. It's like the same thing that are in a lot of fantasy series, like the same like layout of the world, but like the details and the characters and how things are run, and like literally every single detail, other than the fact that like there's the fairy part of the world and then like the human world. Like, that's the only similarities from other books that have kind of like the same layout, and like enemies to lovers as, you know, the main trope. But I mean, enemies to lovers is good no matter what book it's in, so who cares? So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I haven't had much time to read today because I'm trying to edit a video that goes up on Monday, and it is Saturday, and guess who's not working once again? Yeah. My editing software is just literally everything I try to do, it's like, no, we don't want to do that. So yeah, we're trying our best. And it's literally the first video in a series that I want to do in 2024, and it might not happen. So yeah, just be prepared for that, because I'm not, and it's making me really mad, because I really want to do this series on my channel, but I can't if the first video isn't even out. So yeah, that's my update. I would say I'm going to go read more, but I really need to figure out how to finish editing this video, and I'm really hoping the way that I think I can do it will work, because if it doesn't, I might cry, because there will be no other way for me to do it. Like, I really had to think outside the box for this one. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm really enjoying this. I'm gonna read later today. I just need to get this video figured out today. I might have to push it back to tomorrow, but I'm halfway done. I just need to do the second half, unfortunately. Typically the second half is less than what it's gonna have to be now, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. Just gonna take more steps and more effort. Because why can't I just have a loving relationship with my editing software? Like, that would be absurd. That would be absurd. Right. It is the next day. I'm almost done with The Wicked King. It was getting late, so I had to go to bed last night, and I really wanted to finish, but like I couldn't. So I have about 50 pages left. So I'm going to read them, and then I think I'm going to start Heartless like right away. But I'll update you guys first on like what my final rating for The Wicked King is, and then if I truly do start Heartless next, or if I start another book that I need to, another book in a series that I want to read. But I think I'm going to read Heartless next. I think I'm ready for Heartless. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Because just the more of the books in the Chestnut Spring series that I read, the closer I get to Theo's book. And I really, 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 really want Theo's book. I don't know why, but I do. So yeah, there's that. I think that's half of my motivation. And then the other half is that I, for some reason, just really like Yeehaw romance now. So yeah. But I'm gonna finish The Wicked King, and then I will update you guys, and then I'm probably gonna start Heartless next. I think it'll either be Heartless or A Court of Mist and Fury that I start next, but it'll probably be Heartless because, I don't know, I think I'm ready for a romance. Like I said in the last video that I posted, I'm kind of in a fantasy slump, but then Everblaze got me out of that fantasy slump. Either that or I'm reading fantasy series that I really love, and I love the Prince series. So I don't know if A Court of Mist and Fury is gonna bring the slump back or not, but I think we're slowly crawling our way out. Or we're about halfway out. So I'm hoping that finishing this will get me completely out of my fantasy slump, and then if I read A Court of Mist and Fury in this reading vlog, that I don't go back into the reading slump, because it's not a series that I am like totally in love with right now. So I'm going to read these last 50 pages, and then we're going to start Heartless, and we're just going to have a grand time. We're going to have a grand time. So yeah. Okay. I finished The Wicked King. I loved it. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars, but I don't know if that's gonna change. I'm not 100% on my rating right now, but I think it's gonna be 4.5 stars, and I really enjoyed this, and I'm so excited to read The Queen of Nothing. I'm really excited for that. I'm a little sad that I'm almost done with this trilogy, but of course then there's How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories. There's that little like novella thing that I could always get at some point in time and read, which I think I will do, because I honestly was not expecting to love this series as much as I do, but I just love it, and it feels so unique to me from like other fantasies, like just how the world is set up and how like the characters are, and this world feels very unique to me and not at all what I was expecting. So yeah, I'm going to start Heartless now. I'm going to start Heartless today. And I'm very excited for this. It's Grumpy Sunshine, which is just oh my gosh, it's in the top like 3 tropes for me. It's enemies to lovers, it's Grumpy Sunshine, and I think the third one might be fake dating or forced proximity. I don't know. But the top 2 is definitely enemies to lovers and Grumpy Sunshine. And the original Grumpy Sunshine, like Reverse Grumpy Sunshine is great. The original Grumpy Sunshine it's so much better in my opinion. I don't know. I know a lot of people like Reverse Grumpy Sunshine more, but I like the original Grumpy Sunshine so much better for some reason, and I don't know why, but like that's what I really, really, really love. So I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited to continue this series. Still can't figure out how I like Yeehaw romance, but we're just gonna go with it, because you know what? Sometimes you go out of your comfort zone, you try something new out of your comfort zone, and then you love it. you can't figure out why you love it, but you do. And that is me with the series. So, yeah. Also, there's a series by Devoney Perry that people say if you love Chestnut Springs, you have to read that series. It's an interconnected standalone series. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I know it's set in Montana. What's it called? I don't know. I don't remember. So I might have to read that after I finish Chestnut Springs. But yeah, this is what I'm going to read right now. Also, this is like the best floppy paperback ever. And I just love. And I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this. I'm reading so many good books in this reading vlog. I'm so excited. I already know this lighting is going to be terrible, but the power went out in my house, so the show must go on. But I finished Heartless last night. It's been 2 days since I updated you guys. I had school yesterday. So I read Heartless, and I finished it. And yeah, this lighting is going to be terrible. Okay, I read Powerless, or I'm reading Powerless next. That's the next book in the series. But I finished Heartless, and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I think this is my favorite in the series. I love Willa and Kate. And I think, like, this book was, like, funnier than the other one. And it was making me laugh more. And then, like, you know, there's Cade's kid, and he's hilarious. Oh my goodness. And just, yeah, I really enjoyed this one, but I'm very excited for Powerless. I'm still excited for Reckless, but I'm excited for Powerless now. After the interactions between the 2 main characters of that book, it's Jasper and Salome. I'm very excited for Powerless. I think that's everybody's favorite. Is Powerless or is it Reckless? I think it's Powerless. I don't know. I think it's Powerless. But yeah, I'm very, very excited for Powerless, and this was a very good book, and I am so glad that I started this series just randomly, because I was like, why not? And I'm very glad that I started this series. So that is my thoughts on Heartless. I kind of started A Court of Mist and Fury yesterday. I read, like, the prologue. But I haven't actually, like, started reading. So, we're gonna do that today. I don't have school today, so I can read all day because I don't have any homework. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, this is what I'm doing today, because my power went out, so what else am I gonna do? Can't watch TV or anything like that, so I get to read all day. All day. I'm very excited about that, in case you didn't know. I'm very happy about that. So yeah, I'm gonna read, and we're gonna give ACOTAR a second chance, because that is what we are doing. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Everybody says this was their favorite in the series, so we'll see. We'll see. Because, like, with Shatter Me, everybody said that they didn't like the first book. And I loved the first book. So it's making me kind of nervous with ACOTAR now. Alright, I'm gonna read A Court of Mist and Fury, and hopefully I'm going to enjoy it. It's been 2 days since I updated you guys. I'm on page 96 of A Court of Mist and Fury. It's kind of slow. It's picked up a little bit, but it's still kind of slow. I'm a little bored. But it's picking up a little bit. I'm gonna try to read, I don't know, maybe like 100 to like page 250 maybe? How much is that? Let's see if that's doable. Yeah, I think I might read to page 250 today. It'd be that much. That's not too bad. So I think I'm gonna try to do that. So yeah, that's really the only update that I have. It's good so far. I don't really have any updates other than that. Yeah, that's really all I got. It's good. I'm on page 96, and I'm gonna try to read 50 today. So like a little over 150 pages, like 4 over. So I'm gonna read 154 pages, and then probably update you guys tomorrow with where I'm at. Which sadly tomorrow is the last day of this reading vlog, so if I don't finish it tomorrow, you guys will not know my thoughts until my wrap up, or if I leave a rating on Goodreads. Who knows? So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this book in this reading vlog, but it might be in another one. Me finishing it might be in another one. Who knows? You know? Who knows? But I have finished a lot of the series that I'm in. I've finished books off of my January TBR, my physical TBR. So technically we've done what the goal of this video was, and you know, I'm slowly getting this one off of my physical TBR so I can get A Court of Wings in Ruin? Is that what it's called? It's something in Ruin. I think it's Wings. I think that's what it is. Anyways, so yeah, hopefully I finish this so I can read the next one next month. I probably will. It might take me a little bit longer because I haven't read a like 600 page book in a very long time. It has been a hot minute. It's been a very long time since I've read like a over 600 page book. So the motivation is kind of not there currently. Also, it's kind of boring right now, so I'm not really interested in what is going on, but I am going to finish this eventually, even if I don't finish it in this reading vlog, because it's Thursday and I'm ending this on Friday. Okay, it's the next day. I did not get to page 250. I only get to page 204 in A Court of Mist and Fury. But I'm starting to enjoy it like the further we get into the book. So I think this might be a series. I think I might actually really like ACOTAR, the series as a whole. By the time I get to the end of this book, and actually be excited for the next one. And maybe I might even understand the hype as much. You know, like, I don't know. I am starting to understand it gradually the further we get into the book. Also, I never really liked Tamlin, but the more that he opened his mouth in this book, the more I was like, can we just get rid of him, please, now? And then, like, it got to a certain point where I was like, okay, if Feyre doesn't leave, like, right now, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, I'm gonna have to put this book down because this is getting ridiculous. And then she did, so that was great. I'm not losing my mind anymore. So, yeah, that's what I got. Those are my thoughts so far on A Court of Mist and Fury. But that is the end of this reading vlog. I did get two of the next books in series completed. I read a book on my January TBR, which is great because I've only read one and we're almost halfway through January. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I don't know how often I'm gonna do another one in this series, maybe like every other month or once a month or something like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload, which is on Mondays. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!